Well, hello there, internet friends. It's Too Old for Gaming, and today we are here on, I think this is Shchedrin, right? I'm playing as the 122nd Infantry, and we will be trying to capture the hilltop area. For today's game with the 122nd Infantry, starting off with the Reconnaissance tab, we have 13 units. In Phase A, we get the Cav OS, 3 of those. Phase B, the Spa Troop, and we get the Finnish sniper teams. 2-man teams, definitely prefer the 4-man teams like the Russians have. If you saw my latest video, they have a lot more staying power. With regards to infantry, we have probably more units than we need. I'd say in most 10 versus 10s, you want to have at least 70, 94. 94 is a lot, so in Phase A, we've got 3 different groups we can bring in. We can bring in the Pioneers to help clear out woods and fortified positions. The Somi-Posoidi, they have the 2 Molotovs. For some reason, not Raider teams. You would think that maybe with their equipment they would be, with the auto rifle and the Molotovs and the PPSHs, but they're not. And then we have the Lehitori Juntas. I know I pronounced that wrong. With their, I believe it's satchel charges and the 20mm anti-tank gun. 6 of those. And then in Phase B, the Germans arrive, so we've got Grenadiers with Panzerfaust, 12 of those, 2 decks of that. So there's 24 of those. And we get a leader card, Finnish leader with a radio. And we also get some Sturmgrens, so 10 MP40s with the Panzerfaust. And then in Phase C, if we need to throw more infantry at any areas, you get 27 cards of standard Grens. For tanks, it's all pretty straightforward. ABC, Stug. We get Stug 3 Gs, and in B, we can spend an extra 5 points to get the Stug 4s. I don't think I ever did in this match. For support, we've got 50mm mortars. We got 5 of those at the beginning. The only downside to them is just the range on them isn't nearly as good as the Russians. We have the Stuff 42s as our assault gun, and we can get the Stug 3F as our commander. In Phase B, we get MG 42s, 8 of those, and then the IG 33. We can actually call in 6. And then in Phase C, we'll get 6 munition trucks. For anti-tank, we have a lot of units as well. We've got our Tank or Juntas, a 10-man Panzerfaust team. We've got the 45mm anti-tank guns, 6 of those. And then we also have Pack 40s in Phase A. In Phase B, we've got the Martyr 2s, 8 of those. And we've got 4 88mm Pack 43s, which can take down anything. And then in Phase C, we get 3 more Pack 43s. So we definitely have some tank killing power if we need it. For anti-air, we have the Flak Verling 20mm in Phase A and the 7/1s in Phase B. Artillery-wise, we've got our 81mm mortars in Phase A. I really like bringing in mortars in Phase A. Just for, if you're going to do an assault, you want the smoke, but and suppression, it's nice. In Phase B, we've got our battery Führer to provide radio for the 8 additional 81mm mortars we can bring in. We also have 6 105s with radios already, and then in Phase C we'll get the 150mm howitzers. For air power, we've got FW-190 F8s, and then we've got FW-190 F3s, so we have some bombing capability in A and B, and we also have our reconnaissance BF-109 G8, 2 of those in Phase B. Initially here, I'm bringing in some Finnish infantry to try to make it up to this hilltop area over here, and then I'm going to bring in some defensive equipment on our left side. I have a Flak Verling 20mm, which is great because we've got A-20Cs coming in right now to try and bomb us. Unfortunately, doesn't look like we're going to kill them off. And the bombs hit just in front of our position, so because we split away. Lots and lots of stuff moving our way, though. I have a Stug 3 down here, who I will kind of pop over the edge to not get too exposed. I have my 45 set up here, but these defense teams, unfortunately, were dropped off very close to me, making it difficult to get him set up. He's already wiped out. We do have a King Tiger, but a absolute mass of enemy equipment here. I believe our Stug had his transmission damaged. So, trying to get these guys into better cover, but getting caught out here by these light vehicles. Pack 40 over here on the left. Trying to get lined up on these M8s. Another 45mm over here firing at this honey. And we're fully suppressed after killing the loader over here. But Sturm Tiger just dropped a bomb right in between them. He got him pushed down. So all the 30 cals just doing instant suppression on my guys. Really not looking great for us. Over here, we're almost totally pinned down too, although my guys are in the woods. Those 50 cals are, and the 3 machine guns on each one of these vehicles is causing us problems, and he's doing the M2 half-track surrender run. So hopefully all of these guys don't get surrendered. But it looks like they are. They are. And our King Tiger was destroyed as well. They've set up a 76mm gun here. Another massive 380mm mortar shell takes out an M8. But the Honey Stewart's creeping in on my flak Verling. We do have these 250/10s with 37mm from our ally, who are actually doing a great job against these light vehicles. Take out another one, but one gets destroyed in return. So, a lot of mutual destruction here of equipment. I've got one Stug coming back in, but we're down to our flak Verling and two of these assault squads here, who are, you know, they don't get enough. They only get 2 Molotovs, so once they're out of Molotovs, these rifles teams can definitely chew them up. Panzer IV being fired on by T-3485s now. Flak Verling getting spotted. Might take out this Honey Stewart though. Let's see. Shooting at the defense team, and he gets pinned from 3 angles, so... Unfortunately, he is going to die as well, so we have 1 squad up on the hill, and everything has been wiped out. I dropped a Pack 40 way back here, because we have 1,750 meters of range, so we can reach that road and flag. My Stug is strategically placed in sort of an ambush position in here. We have an IS-2 who's aiming at us. He misses and we bounce. I hear a bigger gun over here firing. A Tiger is in the match as well. We destroy their vision by taking out the recon car, and the T-34 is destroyed, and then we destroy the IS-2 with our second Stug 3 moving back into position here. Cav OS out here to spot. And I'm going to keep moving things up. I will not be satisfied losing all these flags. We're going to push them off. But it might take us a second to get back in, because they were super aggressive coming across here. We got 1, 2, 3. I think 3 players right now. There might have been a 4th one in there. Alright, so we're basically down to a half platoon of tanks and a Pack 40 and a recon guy until we can get some more points in. Our friendly units here are getting pinned down by this rocket fire, so the MG42 out of position and pinned. The rest of these guys not really able to provide too much support. So Very happy that we have Hero here with us with all his heavy armor. Dingback here needs to move up his Tiger, but advancing with the King Tiger and Tiger now, he'll be able to easily take out that Su-85 once he gets into their view. And our Stug 3 is down here in the valley, getting fired on now by the Su-85. But I don't think he's going to stay alive for very long. We do get a penetration, and he does the same to us. M2 goes down on the hilltop. Another M2 is dead. The Stug gets penetrated, but we're going to land this one, and he is destroyed. Looks like this is probably another 76, so... Fortunately, I think I just saw him get destroyed. Or that could have been bad. Those M5s are good AT guns. So bring in another platoon of a name I'm going to butcher. Somi Pasoidi. Somi Pasid, right? Is that it? Somebody will correct me in the comments. I think they're pretty decent teams for 20 points with the Molotovs and their automatic rifle. I think I remember hearing in real life that the 726 was kind of a POS, though. Somebody can comment in the comments if they'd like. I do have Pioneering teams. Again, I've mentioned it before, I like these AT satchels. I think they're typically do a great job of landing and blowing up tanks. Unfortunately, again, M8 with the 50 cals on it, just getting everyone pinned down here, and then we've got these LMG rifle squads, which can pin fast too. 40 suppression, so... I am bringing in 50mm mortars, though, so we can, out of line of sight, get them pinned down. Kev OS moving in too, so we'll get him in position to give us data. Zis 3 over here getting suppressed and killed off by our Stug 3. We lost one of our squads who was pinned on the hill here because we have two squads firing at us, but our 50 mils getting off in the air now. So very difficult to recapture this with all the infantry up here, especially these LMG teams. Pioneering have made it into the woods, though. They can use those TNT satchels, but it might get surrendered here because we're in their sector, technically, at the moment. Unfortunately, these guys look like they should be Raider teams just based on their equipment, but they're not. I don't think Raiders surrender when you're in enemy territory. I think that's one of the traits. I could be wrong. So I'm manually dropping this behind them, assuming that they're going to fall back. Kev OS getting fired on by this KVS-1. And we get pinned out in the open, hoping he can make it in. We've got data here from our GO-145B, and it looks like multiple trucks down here with machine guns on them, Maxim trucks. Anti-aircraft back here, some Churchills. So I think we had 4 players in the center because Cookie's up here too. And he wasn't there before. So definitely taking on a lot of guys, but again, we've got backup too. So pretty even match. Unfortunately, our Stug 3 crew was killed off probably by this Churchill 5 right here. I didn't catch it. M5 half-tracks moving across the valley. Probably going to get nuked, though, pretty easily. Pioneering surrenders multiple troops over here, but we're still pushed off of our flag, and right now the team is winning, though. We're in 18-14, even though our sector is getting beaten a little bit here. Kev OS firing away at their SVT-40s, and the Strelky team going to be able to take them out. And Pack 40 will be there in 10 minutes. I'm having to walk up my 45 mil. I didn't want a truck to get hit while I was driving up here. You can see he has a tank right there. So I can see the ridge over here where this two-man team is now. Got an AEC Mark III firing at us with a 75 mil. I'm amazed that they're able to get a 75 millimeter gun on a light car like this. Kind of impressive. Not sure what he sees. Oh, he's firing at the Tigers here, but we've got 3 heavy tanks here, so nothing too scary, although Cookie just dropped off an AT gun, and if that's a 17-pounder, we're in trouble. It is, but we've got enough fire on him. It looks like maybe a second one back here, too. So we've got 1 destroyed, but we're still dealing with another, and now we've got rocket fire. So one of our Tigers is destroyed. Still raining down on us. And now we've got a P-51 dropping bombs off. Damages the Tiger leader and King Tiger, but really risky move here because you can get side shot. So he's dealing with the 17-pounder from the front. These M4s, I mean, you can't pen that much, but on the side, they can pen 90. The King Tiger does die. I mean, on the Tiger, the side armor is 85, so a side shot on the Tiger will be killed off too, so he's got to be careful about moving that stuff up. So we managed to wipe out the hilltop here, and the heavy machine gun is back in position, so any of these infantry out in the open are getting chewed up. I did bring in a Cavalry leader here to reinforce the group we've got, so my Cav OS is now triple vetted. You can really see everything up here. The other team over here is pinned down, trying to pull him back as he was spotted by the enemy. Fortunate to miss getting a casualty there. So I did bring in my commander. I thought it would be very nice to help reinforce these heavy tanks' veterancy. Unfortunately, IS-2 here just nukes Tiger leader who is there. But we're still triple vetted. Now hopefully we can get some shots in this Tiger. There's an Achilles here too, so lots of equipment that can take us out at the moment. The Achilles is destroyed. Grilla in here takes out half a squad. We've got M4s moving in. Kind of dangerous for them to do that. FW-190s, big win for us, taking out the enemy IL-2. That's very useful. I am bringing in Sturm Grenadiers to help clear out this sector. We feel like we've got some light woods and a little open ground. Seemed like that 300-meter range was going to work well for this operation. M4 here firing at their target leader, but we're facing the right way now, so not worried about him getting killed off unless there's another AT gun back here. We're at 2111 now. Another M4 going down to the FW-190s, so the Luftwaffe doing a great job of supporting our position here. Another AEC Mark III destroyed. We've got engineers moving in from Watson. Need to make sure they don't get into the woods. I do have basically a platoon of Pioneer up here now, though. So if he does come in close, you can take him out. And I did drop 50mm mortars on that position, and we managed to destroy one of the trucks there and suppress his team. So regular Panzer Grenadiers coming in now with Panzerfaust and an MG42. Eventually it would be nice if we can push them off the hill, maybe even make it to the town. Sturmgrens fighting these Strelkies, but they're out in the open here. Managed to take out the motorcycle. Our second squad can't spot him, but we're getting reinforced by these captured French SPWs now. Unfortunately, Sturmgren's really getting pinned down by the DP-28 fire here. DP-28s now are suppression rate, I think, is better. It's 20 suppression, so Cav OS firing away with their 4 SVT-40s, and the 2 of 4 adding additional fire. So Strelky in deep woods, firing down Definitely causing some problems for us. But the Sturmgrun's now in Green Woods and managed to surrender them. Didn't take any casualties once we got them up there. So we have managed to take the farm and the hilltop here. We've got a 251/9 with a 75mm howitzer, providing fire support to these Sturm Pioneers who are moving in smoke. M4A1 76mm back here, firing at our Tiger. Tiger does manage to land that shot and take him out, though. We got a Studebaker coming in, trying to reinforce the hilltop and take his position back. Tiger going to be able to easily take out that Mark IV Churchill. I have another Stug 3 in here in more of an ambush position in case we see trucks coming across. We have guerrillas down in here relatively close. I probably would try to keep them further back since they don't really have armor. And the Tiger's kind of wisely backing up. Sturmgrun's getting the Strelky out in the open, though, and this is what they're made for. You can see that the MP-44 are doing a great job of killing those guys when they're not in cover. We've got a 85mm anti-aircraft gun here firing at our Tiger, but we've got them very suppressed at this time. Sturmgrun's in a good position. We can see all the enemy up over here. I brought in artillery, so I have these 105s. It's the LE FH-18Ms. 6-man crew, 20% accuracy, so definitely low accuracy. Rate of fire is low as well. Not the best unit, to be honest. But let's see how accurate that shell lands. We're trying to hit right here. And so, again, not the most accurate. That gun is down. We did see a truck back there somewhere. I've got another platoon coming in, this time with Panzergrunds, because we're going to be getting, if we're going to move forward, it's going to be out in the open. We want to use those light machine guns versus our automatic rifles or MP-44s. Sturmgrun's trying to make it forward here, but getting spotted. And actually, our 105s were landing right on the enemy, so I guess that worked out for us. Sturmgrun's, though, no casualties yet, but they do fall back. The Razvedka recon destroyed. I've started to launch an attack across the hill with our teammates here, pioneering, moving forward. Help clear out the woods with them first, and then move these grenadiers in. So far, we've got a Bofors back here and some trucks moving in. I think they've sniffed us out a little bit, but we're at 21-11 with 5 minutes to go. Definitely a quick match. And random artillery firing here. I think that may have been an off map where somebody put it on that slow fire. I don't know. It's not doing a whole lot. Pioneers getting spotted by these half-tracked and armed rifles. They only have the Mosin Nagant, so really should try to keep them back in the woods, which I'll pull them away, because they're going to lose this fight against a bunch of M1 Grands. King Tigers here really making it easiest to continue advancing, and our recon team has moved their car up. We're going to keep moving our troops over. I've got more infantry coming in. And our Panzergrun's now moving in since we cleared out most of the woods. We've got a Sturm Pioneer here. Saw something big go off over here. I'm not sure what was shooting. Let's take a look really quick around the map. Still a decent fight over in the city. The central battle here. These Pioneers going to get their frag off. Those arms rifles are dead. We've got this hill. We've taken the entire town here. And this intersection. And there's still a battle on the right over the hilltop, but we're maintaining control over the flags, so lots and lots of equipment heading our way. Definitely a exciting battle. So you saw at the beginning we got kind of taken down, right? Like we got wiped out and we had to come back in. So if that starts happening to you and you've got support, like don't get frustrated and quit. You can always see the tide can turn in this game. So I've got another platoon moving in. Definitely using lots of infantry since we have so much cover here. Panzer IV takes out the recon vehicle. There's one more back here. I did end up purchasing an FW-190 F3 with a 500 kilo bomb. We're going to try and drop that on some Katusha trucks I spotted back here loading up. Let's see if we can get him off. I didn't catch it in the game if he made it through the AA net or not. And unfortunately, he gets pushed off by that 40mm Bofors. But our Nebelwerfer team spots him and destroys him, so I guess that it still worked out okay. I thought he actually got his bombs off when I was playing. So we've had an IS-2 commander up here, but I do have a Panzergren team with Panzerfaust, so... The HS-129B3, I think, took out that IS-2 for us, so... Very nice. We would have ambushed him if he came up that hill. And we've got an enemy quit now. We're going to try and take out this 37mm back here. It looks like he must have had a Bofors plus this guy, so that's why we didn't make it through. Pioneers getting spotted on the opposite side of the hill here. Panzergrens dueling with these rifles teams, but we're triple vetted and we have MG34, so... We're getting pinned by this recon vehicle, though, so this other team should be able to pin that guy. Strelke trying to make it up are going to be in for a surprise once they cross that hill. So, I'm continuing to move my defensive line forward. And the goal from here, if we have enough time, would be to move these guys down through cover into the village here. Got more rocket fire coming back here. I've got 2 105 set up, so we're in the radio net. I'm redirecting fire into that position. We'll see at the end of the match here if I actually killed anything with those 105s. Panzergun's getting spotted. But the OT-34 that was firing at him gets destroyed. Now there's a T-34-85. We do have the town. We're at 23-9. It was Kalapis firing at us back here, so they are not nearly as vulnerable as a truck. Probably not going to take him out. Off map coming in on the hilltop over here, and FW-190 is coming back in for close air support. Looks like missed the target though. 1 minute to go. Got pushed off the flag here because our Panzergrens got wiped by this T-34-85. Starting to move another platoon forward though. We can get rid of this T-34-85. We can easily go into the town, and then ideally push up to this farm and through these woods. So my F1W190 did end up getting a bomb off, trying to take out this M10A1, but he didn't destroy him. So, in order to make the town assault, I was going to put smoke down here. As you can see, that was just starting to go off, but we're down to 10 seconds left. So, not really going to make a difference, but we do capture the town flag back. And that is the end of our match here. After 24 minutes and 47 seconds, we captured 23 out of 32 flags. We'll take a look at our team stats. So, 1335 to 825. With our kills, our Stug 3 ended up getting a lot of light vehicles. Both of them, actually. Our Flak Verling got a Honey Stewart and a half-track. And these assault teams, the Molotovs, took out a few groups. Stug 3 again actually took out an IS-2 and a tank destroyer. I think I only brought in 150 squad, but he did really well. The only challenge with these are just their range. I think it's either 500, 520, or 540 meters. Evo S got a truck, or 45 mils, got a few light vehicles, Stug 3. And Sturmgrens, after we got him over the hill, took out a few units. So, pretty happy with the performance of the team. M2 half-track, definitely a pain for us who surrendered all our guys in the hilltop. And then just kind of regular sort of kill stuff. 10-10-10 this time, don't usually see that, but had great team support on that one. It was really nice to be working with other divisions and driving the line forward. So that's a super fun match. You can tell when you're working together, you can really overcome some of the odds if you got some good teammates to back you up. So really enjoyed that one. I hope you guys did too, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.